Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Jody here, and today I'm in the kitchen making some Instant Pot risotto. As you can see, I have my ingredients laid out. I'm going to have mushrooms, some arborio rice, my chicken stock, some seasoning, butter, and some dry white wine for flavor. I'm using a recipe out of this Instant Pot cookbook. This is one of my favorite Instant Pot cookbooks, and I will be sure to link it in the description box below. The first thing you want to do is start by setting your Instant Pot to sauté and adding the butter in the pot. That's 5 tablespoons of butter, and I know that sounds like a lot, but this is a brown butter risotto recipe. You'll let the butter melt and cook for about 3 minutes. You really don't want to be afraid of it burning per se. I keep stirring it to help move the butter around. What you're looking for ultimately is kind of a golden amber color, brownish but not too dark. So when I think that my butter is reaching that desired color, I will go ahead and add my onions. I'm using about a quarter cup of onion in this recipe. I've made this risotto recipe quite a few times, so I do adapt it a little bit to the liking of me and my husband. The original recipe called for shallots, but I had onion on hand, so that's what I used. So you just want to kind of stir the onion into the butter and let the onion soften a little bit. If you find your Instant Pot getting too hot, you can just go ahead and turn off the saute button. Okay, so now I'm going to add some garlic oil. I prefer using garlic oil many times over minced garlic, so I stir that in. Once I feel like the oil is incorporated, still on a medium-high heat, I go ahead and add the dry white wine. And the key with adding alcohol to cooking is you just really want to cook it long enough that you kind of cook off the alcohol smell. So you have still the flavor of the alcohol, but it doesn't actually taste like, alcohol's in the dish. So once you feel like you've burned off all the alcohol, and that can take probably, 3 or 4 minutes, then I want to go ahead and add my mushrooms. So there they go into the bath. And I'm going to give these a good stir. Let all the butter mixture, butter and garlic and onion get well coated on the mushrooms, and allow these a few minutes to cook. Once you feel like your mushrooms have cooked down enough, you can go ahead and add your stock. I'm using 4 cups of organic chicken broth. You can use stock or broth. I happen to have broth on hand. So with my broth in, now I'm going to stir in 2 cups of arborio rice, and then I'm going to season with some pepper and some salt. So with all my ingredients in my Instant Pot now, it's time to go ahead and put the lid on. You want to make sure that it's set to sealing and not venting. Hit pressure cook, and then go down to 6 minutes. Once your Instant Pot is done cooking, you will need to depressurize it. So I apologize for the bad angle here. So what you want to do is move your vent from sealing to venting. And once you do that, all the steam and pressure will start to release through the valve. That you can see all the steam coming out. It will be hot, so be careful. Once all the pressure has been released, the pressure indicator will drop, and then it's safe to open the lid. So with your lid off, now you want to go ahead, give everything a good stir, and almost like magic, your risotto appears. If you find it's still a little too runny or liquidy for your taste, you can go ahead and hit the saute button and cook off more of the liquid. I thought it was just the perfect consistency, so I went ahead and added my heavy cream. I actually didn't have any heavy cream today, so I just used a little bit of cream cheese with some milk. I found that worked just as fine. You want to give that a good stir, making sure Everything is well incorporated. Now I'm adding the Parmesan cheese, half a cup, and you want to stir that in, making sure it's all combined. I do have the heat off at this point, so as you can tell, there's a lot of residual heat in the pot from cooking it. Now I'm adding the broccoli. The original recipe called for asparagus, but I didn't have any on hand and we had a lot of broccoli, so I just put that in the microwave for a minute or so, just to tenderize it a little bit, and then added it to the Instant Pot. Now I'm seasoning some more with pepper, and then tasting for salt. And as it turns out, this needed a little bit more salt, so I added some. But salt is something you want to be careful of because it's one of the few things that can really ruin a dish. Once you add salt in, you can't really take it out. So with the final seasoning, now it's time to dish up. This is really one of my most favorite dishes to make in the Instant Pot. Traditional risotto takes a lot of effort on the stovetop, and this is just a really quick and easy alternative, and we really enjoy it. It's a hearty winter meal. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.